let's do a quick airport review.
TheOneTAR.
I don't have a lot of time, so let's make this quick. All right. I picked up a game this weekend that I actually haven't played yet for what it's intended for. Except for once, but not really. And that game is, of course, Spot It Junior. I had seen Spot It before, I'd seen it around, and I never knew really what it was. So I decided to pick up a copy on the recommendation of my local game store. Woo! On the recommendation of my local game store owner. So I have a niece, and I have two nieces. So I have two nieces, and the oldest is 2.5? Not even. It's like 2 and change. And I really want her to play board games with me, like really. But she's not quite old enough yet, and she won't be for quite a while. So I was looking for something that I could play with her that would kind of spark that interest at a young age. I mentioned this to my local game store owner, and he went ahead and recommended Spot It Junior. Not to play the game, but to play with the cards and eventually play the game, or as adults, play the game. Spot It Junior is a game for... I am like totally in the dark. Boom. So Spot It Junior is a game for ages 4 and older. Have to unbuckle that first. It's a game for ages 4 and older. Whew. And what it is it's a bunch of circular cards, and the circular cards have animals on them. It's 4 mini games, but I'll just describe the one. So in the normal gameplay, what happens is that you take 2 of these cards, which have a bunch of animals on them, and you put them face down. And then, all at once, you flip both the cards. Then the first person to find the matching pair of animals on these cards wins the cards. That's it. The cards are designed in such a way that it is impossible for there ever to be more than one match on a card, and impossible for there to be no match at all. So there will always be one match, even if your brother tells you otherwise. There will always be one match. That's the normal gameplay of Spot It. So you keep going until you run out of cards, and then whoever has the most cards wins. There's a bunch of other mini games that are along the similar lines, but in general it's a speed race to see who can identify the pair fastest. We modified it for my niece, who's 2. Remember, 2! And what we did was we would just flip the 2 cards for her and ask her to find us the pairs. That was it. That's all she had to do. And she absolutely loved it, and she got really surprisingly good at it.
There are 2 sharks.
There are 2 sharks.
What's the shark say?
Water!
She asked to play this game multiple times, which just, I love it. I'm so excited.
2 frogs.
2 frogs! And she went through the whole deck the first time we sat down and played. And then, you know, attention span of a 2-year-old. She went to play, and then like she would do 4 cards, 5 cards, whatever, and then she would do something else, and she'd come back immediately, like 2 seconds later, and want to play again. And she went through the deck another time. And then her dad came home. And I sat him down with her, and they played, and she even beat him a couple of times. I'm not gonna admit that she beat me a couple times. You know, that's neither here nor there. I was helping her, I was holding her with one hand while flipping cards. It's very difficult to match animal pairs while holding a 2-year-old, and just, yeah.
Better thing.
There you go, good job.
There's 2 frogs.
There's 2 frogs, you got it super quick now. So it's Spot It Junior, and I'm crazy excited that my niece really loved that game. And we played it once as adults, and we had a lot of fun. It was a little too simple for us, but that was because it was Spot It Junior. I mean, it got to the point where it was just like flip, shark, flip, camel, flip, you know? Which probably isn't that good, but they have regular Spot It, which is supposed to be just as good for adults, if not better, probably better. It seems a little bit more complex. The shapes are a little smaller and a little bit more complex than just sharks and dolphins and stuff, so that's good. So yeah, Spot It Junior. It's pretty cheap. You can get it at your local game store, most likely. You can get it online. They have a whole variety of them. They have like travel ones, they have the normal one, they have the junior one, they have different themes. What have you been playing? What should I play next? What's great for a 2-year-old? If you have a game that's great for a 2-year-old, seriously let me know, I will get it. She will be the best board gamer ever.
There are 2 starfish.
Yes, 2 starfish. If you like my video and you haven't yet, feel free to subscribe by clicking on the button down below or on my face. And if you liked the video, feel free to give it a thumbs up. You know, otherwise, just let me know down in the comments below. What have you been playing lately with your kids, or just with your adult versions of kids? I'm just really wanting to know. What have you been playing?